Hello, this is Palico Badge and welcome back to more of the Curious Expedition Alpha 30 with Frederick Sealous. Expedition 2 of 6. He's a big game hunter, yet he's a conservationist as well. So with one hand that he giveth, the other hand he taketh away. But there we go, we won't go any deeper into that. Today, Expedition 2 of 6, and we are, well, we haven't really got much of a choice. We either go to the horrible drylands, yeah, with a portal, hooray, or we go to the sorrowful drylands, yeah, with a portal, hooray. So, sorrowful, horrible. That has a mission, a couple of shrines, and a portal with a village. That has 2 villages, portal, 2 shrines. The mission would probably be useful. The fact that's got 5 areas of interest. That's got 5. I don't think the village is going to be able to help us as far as finding an Necronomicon's concerned. So we're probably better taking their mission. Because if we find the Necronomicon, we can ship it back and then all we've got to do is get home. So yeah, we'll go to horrible drylands in Freddy's natural region. South Africa. So, well, I say South Africa. It's not really South Africa, but it's sort of the Tanzania type. Oh, you know what? I'm blagging. I have absolutely no idea where Tanzania is. It's in Africa. We're going to Africa. That's Africa. Let's go to Africa. Eagerly anticipating the upcoming adventure, I boarded the ship. There were still some preparations necessary, so I spent my time on the deck, enjoying the cool breeze. An one-legged hunter approached me with a request. He told me about an evil hyena called Snarfrattle. He hated the creature with all his heart and wanted it killed. A handsome reward would wait for me if we were able to return with its pelt. You know what? With Fred goddamn Selous, we're a big game hunter, and Snarfrattle sounds like big game. So I think we should accept. Boom, let's accept. He nodded gratefully and wished us luck for our hunt. I was proud to see that tales of my previous expeditions had attracted quite some attention. I was approached by several capable persons that were curious to find out more about the strange lands we were headed to. Who did I want to recruit? So we've got Athol Gavin, or is that Atoll Gavin, who's a Scottish soldier. So the love of whiskey, and ironically enough, he is an alcoholic because of it. We have Jacques Melquit, the artist, who, well, he's an artist, and a horrible sexist. Not that that worries me on this sausage party of a trek. And then we have Tim Timster, who's a journalist. I feel like we need as many sort of swords and stuff as we can get. So I'm willing to take the alcoholic. If we lose him, we lose him. But see, the problem with Tim Timster is I'm going to have to free up a space for his doggy. And that means losing the chef. And if I lose the chef, I lose some utility dice. So, yes. Atoll Gavin. It's going to be Atoll, by the way. Atoll Gavin, the soldier. Welcome. We could use a soldier and welcomed Atoll Gavin in our trek. Just in time, our ship was ready to put out to sea. Well, let's purchase some equipment. You know what? I never checked the name of our donkey. What's the name of our donkey? Missy Winters. Ah, Winter's back. That was my first donkey, wasn't it? All that time ago. Right, okay. So we don't need to worry too much about chocolate. What I am more interested in, though, is as many bits of bullets and guns and dynamite that I can get my hands on. We're okay for torches. 2's enough. So I want to buy all those. That's 100 gone straight away. How much is the pistol? 50. And what about the bullets? 8. So we'll just take as many as we can. There we go, 6 bullets. So we're going all out offensive on this, guys. This is it. It's Snarfrattle or death. Well, yeah, that goes without saying for Snarfrattle, but yeah, it is Snarfrattle or death. We're going to be using the campsite a lot on this one, just to mix it up a little. Boom. At last our vessel was prepared to leave the harbour. Also, we've got the idol. So if we need to trade the idol to a village, I'm sure we'll get lots of food for that. Let's set sail. Expedition 2, you know. And what's it generating last? It's generating wonders. That's a good sign. I have no idea if that's true or not, but it sounds like a good sign. Right, so it's a 4-region map. We're coming in the southwest corner. And after weeks of bad food and seasickness, we reached the land of our upcoming adventure. I knew this land held one or two special surprises for us. I recommend we go and claim our loot at any sacred temples. I like your thinking, John Paul. Shouldn't have chastised you. You're my man. You are my man. Let's begin expedition. Right, so first things first, let's get to the question mark, I guess. Or do we go onto the hill whilst we've still got the sanity? It might be a good way of getting the lay of the land. Yeah, we'll go on the hill. Go on the hill. Oh, there he is. Snarf Rattle the hyena. You're going down to Chinatown. Right, let's go to this side and we'll go and explore the head thing. I inspected the mysterious man-made rock idol. The ghastly visage seemed to focus on us. Its presence felt uncomfortable, and I desired to move on. I saw some items by the statue. They must have been put there by the natives of this region. They were sacrificial offerings, as it seemed, in the shape of a dancing gorilla. Right, so we can play Kate, Snarf Rattle, worst case scenario, and we've got the viewing mushroom as well. So let's don't touch anything or we'll be cursed. You just told me to loot everything. We took what was useful to us from the sacrificial offerings. More! We need more riches! Yeah, I'm with you on that. Right, let's get to the next question mark. What do we have now? Oh, it's a shaman. We entered a mysterious-looking hut. It was dark and damp inside, with all kinds of dried herbs and other peculiar things hanging from the damp walls. A native shaman approached us with an absent stare as he chewed on some leaves. Now, we could clean up our soldier. Good old Atoll. Let's trade first and see what he's offering. As if time was moving slower for him, the shaman got out a small box and presented his wares. Oh, he doesn't have any green mushrooms. I was hoping for green mushrooms. Never mind. Never mind. In which case, what can we get for our troubles? How far are we off on the drums? Way off. Way off. Okay, we'll cancel that. We did not come to an agreement with the shaman. Let's cleanse him. The shaman was willing to offer his services, but demanded payment up front. He promised that after his ritual, the patient would be cured of all kinds of mental sicknesses. Okay, so with that, and you can have the blue mushroom. I want the toothpaste on the blue mushroom. And a rope? 2 ropes? Deal. The shaman quickly grabbed the offered goods and then asked who should be treated. What's wrong with Jean-Paul? Oh, he's superstitious. No, that's fine. Cleanse Atoll. The shaman began dancing around in a circle. He seemed to be communicating with the gods. After a short while, he calmed down and we helped Atoll Gavin get to his feet. Awesome. Let's go. Carry on. Right, so let's make our way up to the next question mark. We'll probably end up jumping on that hill as well. There's a good chance that region's going to be cut off. It's looking pretty mountainous. Pretty mountainous. Right, there's nothing that can be done with the mission right now. I've got nothing to hand over. So let's get up on the hill. Yeah, I'd say that region's pretty dead, all in all. Well, here we go. Death or glory. Death or glory. Come on. Attack. Right, so he's got 2 friends with him who both got 6 health. He's got 16. We do have the dynamite though. And we do have 1 blue dice. There's a good chance we could get that all out on the first go. Let's have a look. Oh, you beauty. Right, so we'll throw in the dynamite. Kill off his 2 friends first. Then we'll throw in that. Oh, quick shot. Stable shot. Boom. Let's hold 1 because I don't know how it falls with the gun. Apparently it doesn't. So let's put that. Oh no, we don't know. I haven't got the gun yet. Let's hold on to the sword and roll again. Right. So no, still doesn't work. But that does work by itself. So let's use that and that, and that's 4. Have I got 1 more roll? No. How many dice can I throw in? Only 3. Well, okay. Okay. Here we go. Be nice. Oh. Okay. Well, you've done your job anyway. So thanks, Atoll. Right. Let's shoot him. 2. Why not? We stripped what was useful from the remains. Boom! Snarf Rattle is down. He's done. And we've got a cook so we can eat as well, which is pretty cool as well. So we definitely need that. We'll take those. We'll take those. Do we need the tooth? Can we afford to drop anything? Well, arguably, would the teeth be worth more than the fawn flutes? We do have more teeth, so probably. So let's take the teeth instead. Cool. So, yeah. So Atoll will probably die in a minute. But other than that, that wasn't bad. We did all right. Let's cook the food up and get the sanity back up. And we'll eat all that. We can level up. Come on, mouse. Play up. Don't stop playing up. Let's upgrade Pharaoh. So that's his health done. And it means we'll get a Bella. Oh, 19. Can you believe that? What about the other way? 18. 18's good. We'll go for 18. There's a good chance we'll get a better deal now. And oh, no, we're good. We're good. We entered the mission and were greeted by an old missionary. He was seemingly happy to see new faces as he had been alone for quite a long time. Okay, let's see what he's got to trade. Hopefully he's got some medical kits. The missionary returned with some of his supplies. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So, how many do we need? I'm okay. You're not good. You're not good. So we need 2. So 2 of those against that. And you can have a pelt. Oh, can I have some marbles? 2 marbles? No deal. 1 marble's good enough, I suppose. Or not, 'cause I'm not going to have the space, am I? No, that's fine, because I can send some stuff back. So, deal. We came to an agreement with the missionary. Right, so let's access the storage room. The priest allowed us access to the mission storage room and promised us that we would have all items sent back to civilized world for us if we wouldn't be able to pick them up again ourselves. Us. 1, 2, 3 us's in that. Good times. So let us send back Snarf Rattle. Pelt, obviously. We're going to use the medical stuff straight away, so that's no real problem. The bullets we can use in action at some point. Because we don't have any food, we can't really do that. That's fine. Let's just send that back to guarantee our safety on that. Once we were done with the storage room, the missionary returned to his everyday duties. Right, so let's leave. We said our goodbyes and he muttered a prayer for our health. New discoveries await. Cool. So, let us use the medikits next. We set up camp to treat the injured. So let's get Jean-Paul up. We used the first aid kit to treat the injuries of Jean-Paul Montanet. He had some colour return to his cheeks afterwards. And then heal Atoll Gavin. Ditto. Ditto. Right, so that frees up a space. And we can move, but we have no sanity. So let's use the campsite. We need to find a different place? What do you mean we can't camp in the marsh? How very dare you? Okay. So if we enter the mission then. We went through the gate and were greeted by the old missionary. He was visibly relieved to see new faces, that they had been out here for longer than he cared to remember. Who's they? Okay, stay over now. The priest demanded compensation. If we wanted to rest with a roof over our heads, we would have to make a donation. Right, so if we gave him the pelt and the marbles, what's that? How about the bullets? Bang on. Can I have my marbles back? I can have my marbles back. What about the pelt? Can I have the pelt? No, not the pelt. Can I have the marbles? Okay, I'll do. With his pockets filled, he agreed to let us rest overnight. As we settled in for the night, we heard some disturbing sounds coming from the missionary's hut. Oh yeah, one of those types of missionaries, are you? Let's inspect. We went to see what was causing the sound and found the missionary, or rather, the beast he had turned into. It staggered menacingly towards us. Ooh, this is new. Fight! Oh, is it an abomination? Ah, no wonder you've been sent out here by yourself. Right, so, roll. So, can we use that with... Right, we can use that with the eye, and that's an aim shot. Oh, it's the only thing we can use. Okay, so that's good. Then again, is it? because we can get more of the dynamite. So let's get that re-rolled. So let's do a quick shot and a quick shot and a riposte and roll again and roll once more for luck. Oh jeez, is that it? Am I done on rolling? Yeah, rubbish. 3. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit of a kick in. Oh, not too bad. Oh, I'm bleeding. That's not good. Well, let's finish him off in the most gory way necessary. Aim shot. Boom. We buried the hideous beast next to the chapel. Got some raw meat off it. There was no one here. Ah. Wow, there you go. See, this is what happens in the deepest, darkest Africa. Stuff you just don't want to have to mess with. Yeah, so... yeah. Can't do anything, can I now? Close. Well, so I'm back exactly where I started, except now I'm bleeding. Oh joy. Okay, well we can cook the meat up. That should be able to get us onto solid ground anyway. Or not. Let's risk it. And then let's use our campsite. And enter camp. Oh, we need to fill up all the way to the end now. As I woke early this morning, I noticed that someone was missing. I counted heads and saw Atoll Gavin sitting on a crate, absently whispering to himself. He held onto something that looked like a bone. I almost fainted as I understood that Pharaoh Kham had been murdered and cannibalised. You bastard, Atoll. We set up our camp. It felt almost like home. Let's rest. We settled down and allowed everyone to rest. It seemed like that everyone had lost hope. Even the warming flames of the campfire had a hard time to ease our minds. Morale was bad and opportunity for conflict plenty. I overheard Jean-Paul Montanet making a cynical remark about the Queen. Atoll Gavin was outraged and demanded a revocation, which he didn't get. How dare you, Jean-Paul, you stuck-up French chef. I took a stand and let Jean-Paul Montanet know that I would not tolerate such behaviour. It was obvious that he was not amused by this open humiliation. Hey man, you don't diss the Queen. You don't diss the Queen. So we've got a cannibal, superstitious and angry. Sleeping with the roof over one's head was a luxury we were seldom afforded. Well, we're going to have to rest again, I'm afraid. We prepared camp and told the people to rest. Not a sound was heard tonight as we sat by the fire. This night we had a supernatural occurrence. The spirits of dead natives appeared to us. They told us they had been killed by unnatural monsters that were breeding in a nearby cave. If we'd kill the monsters, they promised that we'd find a worthwhile magical reward on their corpses. Ooh, let's do that. We accepted their plea and promised to hunt down their killers. They seemed grateful and told us about the location of a cave. Afterwards they disappeared into the darkness of the night. Ah, well, that's okay. We've got dynamite, so we can get to that. Sleeping with a roof over one's head was a luxury we were seldom afforded. Do we rest again? Let's rest again. We prepared camp and allowed everyone to rest. This was a good place, and I was sure we would get some good rest here. The group was in a good mood. Atoll Gavin and Jean-Paul Montanet shared a personal moment as they sat on some of our supply crates and played backgammon. You watch him, he's a cannibal. And the other guy hates the Queen. That's not a good combination, really. But it does move up to full sanity. As I said, we're not too worried about coming first. We're just on the hunt for the Necronomicon. Sleeping with a roof over one's head was a luxury we were seldom afforded, yet again. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. It was time to pack up the camp and get going. I told everyone to put the equipment back into the crate so we could move on. Cool. Right, so let's make our way over to this cave, which is surrounded by mountains, so technically we shouldn't be able to get to it, and we shall use some of this unnatural dynamite here. Boom. Boom indeed. And let's go into the cave. We found a cave. Its opening led deep into the darkness. We required a torch to explore its secrets. Now we are a man down, and we've sold all our bullets, so this could be interesting. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We found the cave the native spirits had been talking about. Everything was covered in spider webs, and rotten, cracked open bones were scattered across the floor. Before we were able to investigate further, we heard discomforting clicking sounds. It was too late when I realised we had made a terrible mistake. We were attacked by a pack of giant spiders. Ooh, what health do they have? 10. Oh, this isn't going to be pretty. Okay, I'll roll up. Okay, so let's... quick shot, stopping shot. That's pretty useful. So we're looking at taking at least one spider down. Let's hold on to that and roll. Thank God for you. Okay, right. So let's pull that out and do those. So planned explosions. That kills one off. And then we can hold on to that and roll again. Boo. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Well, it's not okay. It's 2 spiders, but... Wow. Oh. Oh, and I'm poisoned. Okay, well, we should be able to finish them off now anyway. So we got that, and that again. Stopping shots. What's that? Oh, 2. Flank. Oh, we can take that guy out with that. And then we're just hoping for one more. Come on. There we go. We stripped what was useful from the dead. Oh, we got another pumpkin lantern. And we got lots of spider legs. And we've got food. Right, so we can drop the torch because we can take the pumpkin lantern. We can drop the colourful marbles because we can take the spider leg. Sir, spider legs. Do they 20, please? Stack to 20? No. Okay. Just, oh dear, should have done that. But there we go. And we'll take all the meat because we can cook the meat. Yes, I am happy with that. I am happy with that. Right, so let's cook up the meat. It's not going to be worth a lot anyway. Even so. There we go. So, right, so I am injured. It doesn't say I'm poisoned, which is probably a good thing. Could heal through time. Right, so how do we stand? Yeah, this region is going to be a bit of a write-off. So let's head over to... But then again, it's saying northwest for the pyramid. Can we see any magnetic mountains? No. So let's head north. Let's get up onto the hill, which should open up the rest of those 2 regions. Let's have a gander. Hello, elephant. Oh, well, there's the pyramid. Oh, okay. So we've got quite a few more things to explore yet. Right, in which case, let us get up onto this hill next. That's 42. And that should explore down here as well then. Wow, there's lots of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. Right, so we could do finding... I know they're upset with us. -5. That's not good, actually. An overhang. Or 13 to get to the next question mark. I'm not worried about the overhang, so let's get to the next question mark. Oh, it's an old campsite. We entered an old campsite, likely the remains of a failed expedition before us. The skeleton of what must have been a French explorer stared at us through hollow eye sockets. Something about this place makes me uneasy. Is that because it's another dead French person, Jean-Paul? Is that what's upsetting you? This place certainly held some valuables for us. We spread out and searched the area. We were delighted to see that one of the corpses was still clinging to valuable equipment. Oh, a weather balloon. A balloon to collect interesting scientific data. Let's take one or 2 and use them. Why not? And nothing happened. And again? Great. Right, let's set up the campsite. When you're ready. This journey was taking its toll on everyone. At night time I heard an angry curse. Atoll Gavin had been bitten and bled from an unsightly torso wound. He was urging me to take the appropriate measures. It was obvious that Missy Winters was the culprit, as she was shaking and nervously looking around the environment as looking for an attack. I could see the blood dropping from her muzzle. So I can butcher Missy, or I can refuse to do anything about it. It's just a flesh wound, you'll be fine. I refused to kill the animal, which upset Atoll Gavin beyond a civilized measure. He would need some time to accept my stance. Okay, never mind. We set up our camp. It only increased my yearning to sleep on a feather mattress again. Let's rest. We decided it would be a good idea to stay here and allowed everyone to rest. All hope seemed to be lost. We barely managed to collect enough wood to light a campfire. We had to do something. The men needed some progress to bolster their faith in our venture. I feared that if nothing happened soon, things might get dire. Okay. We're resting. We're resting. We're resting. Sleeping with a roof over one's head was a luxury we were seldom afforded until we did it tonight again. We settled down and allowed everyone to rest. That night something felt wrong as we rested by the fireplace. Laying awake and listening to the menacing nature surrounding me, I wondered if there was a way to anticipate the kinds of curses that would await me when raiding the forsaken temples in these lands. Maybe if I paid extra attention to their appearance I would gain more knowledge. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, sleeping with a roof over one's head was a luxury we were seldom afforded. Let us leave. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to come onto this hill here, attack the panther, upgrade the chef, eat the food, and live a long, prosperous life. Let's go. Just the one. 10. Right, we're going for the blue dice. Awesome. Throwing a dynamite. Get you finished off. 2 and 2. Nice and simple. We stripped what was useful from the remains. Please have some good sized meat. 2. Well, they stack. That doesn't stack. That definitely doesn't stack. That will do. Right, so we upgrade you once. So you make slightly better food now, hopefully. Don't burn it. Don't burn it. Don't burn it. Burnt animal meat. You bastard. Well, how much is that worth? I can't eat it? Oh, I can eat it. 5 sanity. Still not good, really, is it, considering? That's all blocked off. There's no need to go up to there, so we'll just stay in the jungle for the time being. We'll loop around. Oh, we have a shrine anyway, so let's examine the shrine. A shrine towered above us. Time had taken its toll on the structure and had eroded what once had been a majestic sight. What remained of a narrow staircase led to the only entrance. I could swear I heard the sound of rushing water underneath the ground. Well, we better use the rope then. I was glad we had brought enough rope. With it we ascended the weather-torn wall without any problems. We had found a sacred altar room. We quietly looked around the majestic hall. An altar, flooded by light, throned its centre. Oh, lots and lots of gold. Lots and lots of gold. Right, so we can drop the panther pelt and we will take the golden amulet. We should... Have we got a... No, we haven't got a full party anymore. So I'm going to drop the... Do I drop the dynamite? I didn't see anything else to kill us, so... Let's drop the dynamite. We'll take the gold. Why not? What a glorious day. We took the artifact from the altar. We grabbed the treasure and hurried outside as enormous fountains of water broke through the ground and started to flood the whole area. We had to run for our lives to not drown in the huge lake that began to form. I'm pretty sure that was a bad idea. I'm with you on that, Atoll. I am with you on that. Thankfully, we can just move northwards, so let's do that. Away from the water, which is chasing us. Ah, the portal. A mysterious gate towered above us. In its centre, a swirl of light seemed to form some kind of portal. I completely forgot that was the aim of this run. Let's go into portals. Without a second thought, we marched through the blinding light. A moment later, we walked out into a mysterious and strange landscape. Oh. Ah. Now, we need stuff near us. Which happens to not be. Awesome. Awesome. Right, we can go for the bird and get some meat. We can upgrade Jean-Paul, actually. Should we do that? Oh, an extra set of dice. Awesome. 4 regions. We're not going to get to explore it all. That's the only issue. As it turns out, we only need 15 sanity to get to that, or 14 to go towards the bird. I say... Let's go for the bird. We have to go for the bird. Atoll Gavin was infuriated. He demanded repayment for the emotional damage done to him. What? I deserve compensation. What's been going on? Why have I upset you even more? I don't understand. Okay, what can we give you? Spider leg? 2? Okay, deal. I was able to calm his mind with my offer. Cool. Attack! 1 very big bird. 18 health. This could be the end of us. Alright, so we need to go for strategy. So if we use that and that, that's going to be one lot of shielding. Let's just throw that in. No, let's hold on to that. Right, so we can use that. Riposte. Can we use that with anything else? No. Let's use that then, I guess. And then we use that and that for an aimed shot. And then we hope for a swordy? Swordy sword? Swordy sword sword? No. Alright. So, here we go. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. You're going to give us a lot of meat, aren't you? No, we're going to kill you, birdie. So let's throw up the quick shot. And let's move on to the stopping shot. We'll hold on to that. Roll again. Roll again. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Please be nice. Oh. Okay, quick shot. Right, these have to come up for us to survive. That's not coming up. That is not coming up. Oh. And so ends and so ends the story of Frederick Courtney Sealous. Bugger. Bugger, bugger, bugger. What can I say? He lived. He died as he lived, fighting animals. Fighting animals. Yeah. Not a lot more to say, really. Yeah. Maybe next time, once I've gone for everyone, I will be picking out explorers to play again until we open up the Necronomicon. There are certain people who I will be replaying who I feel didn't have a proper go. I think Frederick Sealous is going to be one of those guys, and also one of the ladies from before who I dropped down the very large hole accidentally. She needs a replaying as well, just to get used to how they play. I believe that was the pacifist, so it might be worth having a pacifist run on that go, but that's way in the future. That was disappointing. I think I just stretched myself beyond my means there, but it would appear that the followers were slowly turning against me, so that would have been a right pain in the butt. There was just too much to explore, and the problem is, when you're looking for the Necronomicon and you don't know where to look, you have to explore everywhere. So it's not like I could have ended that pyramid to move on without fully looking after everything or looking at everything, because then who would have known? I might have gone straight past it and it would never come up again. But as it turns out, we'll never know. So never mind. There ends the story of Frederick Courtney Sealous. Thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated. I need a like. I need a like after that one. That's bummed me out a little. And I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.